studio. We put that question to Steve Scalise. He's the Republican congressman from Louisiana and the new House Republican whip. What is a whip, I hear you ask? Yeah. Basically, it's Kevin Spacey's character in House of Cards, just without all the homicide and none of the threesomes. So here's what Congressman Scalise had to say when we asked about Jeb Bush's positions on Common Core and immigration and whether he would support him.
No matter what candidate you have, you're going to have disagreements with them. Ronald Reagan used to say, if you're with me over 80% of the time, you're a friend and an ally. And whenever we get a nominee, I haven't picked anybody. I'm encouraging good people to run right now.
Okay.
You don't think either one of those things is disqualifying for Jeb Bush?
Look, Jeb Bush isn't the only person looking at this race. There are a lot of good people looking at this race. I want to see a very healthy field.
It's all good with you. All good with you if we put it on the internet. Congressman Scalise, all good with Jeb Bush's positions on Common Cause and immigration. Is that all right?
I surely don't agree with all of his positions, but if you look at where we are party, I think we're in a really good spot. I think we're going to have a very...
All right, so he didn't endorse him, but if you're Jeb Bush or one of his advisors, what's the temperature you take on the conservative movement's view about Bush on those issues, which are hot buttons, as I said, for a lot of Republicans?
Well, it would have been a little strange, I think, for Congressman Scalise, given where he is relatively new to the leadership position, to come out and just take out a position where he was in opposition to a candidate who might very well be his party's nominee if he decides to run. At the same time, he could have pushed a little harder on those things and been more vocal about the notion that those really trouble me.
Yeah.
Those are really problematic for me, and that'd be hard for Jeb Bush to get there with those things. He didn't do any of that. There was no throat clearing, no chest pounding.
I thought it was pretty good for Jeb Bush in the scheme of things.
It could have been a lot worse.
Yep. All right. Sure. Our full interview with Congressman Scalise, in which we also talk about his style, his turnoffs and turn-ons, and the Hispanic vote, can be found right now on BloombergPolitics.com.